geared toward visitors. So tell us about that.
Well, mainly we want to make sure that folks, when they come to Broken is that we went live with our Visit Broken Arrow app, which you can download. Talks about the restaurants that are available, the hotels, things that are happening within our city. So when you come to Broken Arrow with Technology Day, you can hope that they'll take that opportunity, or anyone listening, because there's so much in our community, and you.
Absolutely. Holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. Hopefully some of these folks from Mansfield will stick around after the game tonight. And I know tomorrow morning, Rose District will be a hot spot. The farmers market continues down there. So hopefully if you get there early enough, maybe it won't be so darn hot.
Well, that's exactly. Broken Arrow has so much. We know that. We live here every day. And the bottom line is tourism is huge. But so having folks know what's going on when you're sitting in a hotel room or staying with what's going on, you can get right to the app and you can see the other businesses offer great.
We're talking with Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon on the Tiger Kickoff Show, and another big celebration this week for you guys, the passage of a massive bond package, the largest in city history, right?
Absolutely. You know, first and foremost, I want to thank every Broken voter that came out to vote. We had approximately 60 people vote on the package, and regardless how they voted, you know, we live in the greatest country in the world, and it was to have that opportunity to go out and to vote for the candidate of your choice, and also to be able to vote on our 6 propositions. Fortunately, we got about 73% average on 5 of the. So Broken Arrow voters came out overwhelmingly supported the $210 million help roads, parks, stormwater, public safety, basically continue to make Broken quality community.
And if you're a Tiger football fan, one of those things will probably appeal to you. Speaking of roads, right outside the stadium, we're going to widen County Line a little bit, maybe ease some game day traffic.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one of the most important projects in the package is widening from 51st to 61st County Line Road, and we're also going to be widening Albany from road to Lynn Lane in the next 2 years to help accommodate the traffic and the growth of the school district as well as the stadium. You know, I want to take this opportunity to send a shout out to the school district, Dr. Janet Dunlop and her team. They were intricately involved in the planning process to determine what projects we should do that are related to the school district, because that's the kind of relationship we have. So there's about $50 million approximately worth of projects that her and her team recommended to us that we need to do over the next 10 years to make sure the kids get to and safely, and also when people come to watch the Tigers, they can get to and.
Talking with City Manager Michael Spurgeon on the Tiger Kickoff Show, and you know, you gave a shout out to the school system, but on behalf of the school system, we need to thank you as well, because the partnership we have as a school district with the city is incredible, and the vision that the city folks help us with. I mean, Broken Arrow is such an incredible community to be part of. You know, our theme this year, This Is Home. We just played the video in the stadium, and it all works together. And man, what a great time to be a Broken Arrow Tiger.
You can't watch that video, just happen to be privileged enough to be in it, without bringing a tear to your eye. And if you've lived here a while, you're balling by the time it's over, because you can just see that people, those same people, the majority of them went out and those positions, which means the level of trust for the school district back in 2015 to the city's large means that the people in this community support, because they want Broken Arrow district or the city to be one of the best places in this.
I think one of the most exciting things about this time right now is you look just a few years ago at where the Rose District was and how far it's come, and you kind of think that we're nowhere near where we're going. We're kind of at the beginning of this. So just the vision and the potential for Broken.
Well, I think both school districts because this could be here time. So it's our responsibility. Schools, whether it's our roads, the relationship, all folks, whether it's a school, because it's all the same customer, whether your kids, whether it's education, public, modern customer, tell you what we do here is not what everybody does. Doctor.
I love it. Michael Spurgeon, City Manager of Broken Arrow, thanks for the time. Enjoy the #1 Tigers tonight.
Absolutely can't wait. Go Tigers.
All right, we'll be back with Coach David Alexander after this. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football. Hey, what's our back time to live after this coach interview? Okay, perfect.
Get it, buddy.
Do it.
What's happening?
I don't know. On behalf of Broken Arrow Public Schools, welcome to the Border Brawl 2018 as Broken Arrow hosts the Mansfield Tigers. It is a great night for football here at Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. I'm Charlie Hannum, alongside the former head coach of the Tigers and now the unofficial mayor of Broken Arrow, Mr. Steve Spavital. Coach, what a night for football.
Oh, this is another great night, and we're playing another great opponent. You can't ask for anything better in the game of football.
Broken Arrow coming off a big 33-10 win over Union last week, and one of the keys was on defense, Gavin Potter.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, that young man, just think about it. He had 12 solo tackles. He had 4 assisted tackles. He also had 6 tackles for loss. You could see the one that he made there, for a total of 31 yards. I'm telling you, and as you can see right in there, that probably the very most impressive thing that he did was he disrupted the Union offense at the point of attack. He caused the ball to be bounced outside into different places. He was just amazing.
And on offense, Noah Cortez was impressive again.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, 157 yards, that's a lot versus a Union defense. And went third place into the all-time rushing leader, and I see him probably breaking it down the line here. But we're utilizing him so much better. Pass receiving, his short yardage. I mean, he's not going to be denied on short yardage. You can see him taking a catch right there. But he sees things better now. He sees the cutback. He's a lot faster. He's thinner, and he's just really impressive.
Let's talk about the quarterback. Tate Robards made his Broken Arrow debut last week. A little shaky at first, but got better as the game went along.
Oh, what a great leader. I mean, you think about it, what we have, when you have receivers like we have, and then you have a running back and an offensive line like we have, you can get by perhaps with an average quarterback, but he's not. He has shown that he is a good leader, a good quarterback, and I was quite impressed with what he did.
Let's dive into the Matthews Ford keys to the game. Coach, what's important for Broken Arrow tonight?
I tell you, there's little things that we got to do in these first 3 games. It's not so much, hey, we've got to run the ball, we got to stop the run. I think what we've got to do is we've got to we basically have to fine-tune our special teams. We have to continue to find ways to make our special teams better. And that could be perhaps changing some personnel or tweaking some technique that we have. But on offense, we have to improve on our first down efficiency. I think that's so valuable, especially when it gets to be third down. If you're good on first down, your third down is going to be easy to convert. And then we have to continue, to communicate better on the field. And I think that's we had communication mistakes out there, but now we need to know what we did and how to improve on it.
The Tigers won the toss and will defer to the second half. Mansfield will receive to start the game. The Tigers will kick from south to north. It is a hot one here in Broken Arrow. Temperature 91 degrees. The heat index close to 99. It's expected to stay hot throughout the game. There is a little bit of a breeze, officially 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the south. So the Tigers will be kicking
with the wind, to start this ball game. Tyler Crawford will kick it off for the Tigers. Mansfield uses a three-headed return formation. It's Miles Williams, Omar Jackson, and Drew Crippen. Harold Elspaugh, the referee, chops it in, and we are ready. Boom! The kick from Tyler Crawford is away, and the border brawl has started. Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mansfield will start at its own 20.
You know, this is just starting just like they did last game. When he has that win, he's going to kick it out of the end zone, which is what he did, and that's just amazing.
Very few returning players for Mansfield. Most of the skilled players are gone. The Tigers graduated 51 seniors last year. The quarterback is Hunt Young, number 12. He's a sophomore. This is his debut. The most experienced receiver is Adam Strawn, number 87. Three catches for 33 yards last year. And here we go. Josh Littleberry is the tailback. It's a tight formation. Fullback in front of the tailback. Motion from left to right. Young tapes the snap. Handoff to Littleberry, and he is met immediately. D'Amico Rowland all over it.
Yeah, trying to run a toss power, obviously it didn't work. They're changing the strength by moving the slot over to the to the wing, and we just didn't have to do that. We just defeated the block right there for lost yardage.
Loss of 1.5, maybe 2. Ball we spotted at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 12 coming here. Great start for Broken Arrow. Hunt Young out of the gun. Takes a snap, looking, firing, incomplete. He was looking for David Godsey, but miscommunication there. He threw it before the receiver turned.
Extremely, yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do there. We're in press coverage, and they're trying to throw a hitch to the field there. So not a good start.
3rd and long for Mansfield. 3rd and 12. The Tigers held Union to 6 of 16, 38% on 3rd down last week.
Yeah, we were incredible on 3rd down conversions.
Single receiver to the top of your screen. That's Miles Williams. He's committed to the University of California. Fullback motion left to right. Hunt Young takes the snap. It's a dive up the middle, and Mansfield will just wave the white flag and go 3 and out on the opening drive. Tigers all over that one. It's going to be 4th and 8, and on comes the punt team.
Great defense. Now here's the field position. See, now they're going to punt against the wind. We're going to get the ball inside the 50-yard line, and it's just going to be really good field position for us to start the game with the wind.
Jason Cook will punt for Mansfield. He's standing at his 12-yard line. Isaiah Keller back to return. It's a rugby punt is blocked. Wow. Shanked, and Marcuselli on the block there. Great job by Zach Marcuselli. Ball rolls out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Just a 24-yard punt. The Tigers take over in Mansfield territory.
Isn't that like a mirror image of last week? I mean, we 3 and out, and they shanked the punt.
Great field position for the Tigers. Their average drive start last week was at the BA 36. That's not bad. It's even better when you're in Mansfield territory. Tigers start here, 1st and 10 at the Mansfield 46. Kaiser Newell, the fullback. Noah Cortez, the tailback. Tate Robards takes the snap under center, gives the Cortez straight ahead. Cortez across the 40, close to 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 9.
Yeah, they're going to have trouble. They're going to have trouble stopping that. Just running a little inside power, cuts it back.
Omar Jackson, the strong safety on the tackle for Mansfield. He does a lot. He punt returns, he kick returns. You might see him punt too, so Jackson expected to be a big player. Miles Williams, we called him out as a receiver. He also is a cornerback. He makes his living on defense. That's the side of the ball he's committed to play in college on. We'll see how he does as he's lined up against Matt Kaiser here on 2nd and 1. That's Newell in motion. Robards takes the snap, give it to Cortez again. He's got a 1st down and more across the 30, down to the close to the 25-yard line. Noah Cortez straight ahead for a 12-yard gain and a First National Bank 1st down.
Oh my gosh, changing the strength. They're over-adjusting, then we're motioning back, and they're not adjusting, and therefore we had a seam a mile wide. I guarantee you Noah Cortez is going to rush over 200 yards tonight.
Trevor Burkhartsmeyer had a great block there to open that hole. It's 1st and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. And now there's a stoppage before the play. Coach Alexander needs a timeout.
Yeah, and see, they're playing cover 4. We just went out into 4 wide. 2-by-2, and they're playing cover 4, and their inside linebackers are in so tight to stop the run that we're going to have a big night on the edges.
Coach Alexander in his 5th season as the head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers, 32-15 for his career. Broken Arrow is 77-26 at home since Tiger Field opened in 2000, 47-12 in the last 10 years. The Tigers, of course, wearing their home black jerseys with the metallic gold numbers and the tiger claws on the sleeves, white pants, as Broken Arrow is the Adidas flagship school in Oklahoma. Mansfield in the all-white uniforms with the black numbers and gold outline. Cool Mansfield helmet decals, though. It's the block M with the state of Texas flag outlined. Kewan Tolbert checks in to replace Cortez here as Broken Arrow is ready to go again on 1st and 10 from the Mansfield 26-yard line.
They're not even covering number 2. They're not even covering a receiver.
That's Isaiah Keller.
Oh,
He's
my gosh.
wide open. The give is to Tolbert around right end. Cuts it up. Nice move there. Tolbert picks up a few with a nice little move there.
Well, we're running a 2 tight, 1 back, so we're running like an ace-type formation, and we went with trips with it. And they didn't even cover number 2. We could have just raised up and thrown it, and he would have walked in the end zone.
Gain of 5 for Tolbert. He'll have to check out because his helmet came off, so in comes Cortez again. 9:47 to go. Opening drive of the game for Broken Arrow after the Mansfield Tigers went 3 and out. 2nd and 5. Ball on the Mansfield 21-yard line. Tate Robards under center. Takes the snap. It's a pass. Looking to his left and finding Matt Kaiser, but he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, with Matt's going to have a special night tonight. I really think they're going to have to really isolate some coverage on that young man, because I just sense the fact that they're going to have trouble stopping the run. They're going to have to loosen up a little bit on the back end.
First 3rd down of the game for Broken Arrow. The Tigers were 9 of 14, 64% last week against Union. That's not bad.
Yes, exactly.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. Ball on the Mansfield 21. Tate Robards out of the shotgun. Drops back, shuffles his feet, has time, dumps it over the middle. That's complete. Short of the line to gain, though, to Logan Matthews.
Well, I tell you what, if you're throwing a good ball, when you run that underneath route, the thing you look for is just, do you see green grass in front of you? And there was green grass. So if they threw it to him, good ball, he's still going.
4th and 2, the Tigers will go for it. I formation look, Robards under center, Kaiser Newell, the fullback, Cortez, the tailback.
And here comes the power.
Newell goes in motion, give to Cortez. He's got the first down and more up the middle he goes. Touchdown! Broken Arrow! Noah Cortez in with a 17-yard score, and the Tigers are on the board early.
Man, I think I could have ran that one. That thing was so wide open, just running the power. You knew we were going to run the power. If you've seen us, we're going to run the power.
They were aligned a little strange. It looked like there was a big hole up the middle just from the way they lined up, and then sure enough, they found it.
They cut it back in. If anybody's interested in how to run the power, there's a podcast called Run the Power Podcast with one of our coaches, Rowdy Harper, and one of our previous coaches, Brady Walls, does it.
Extra point is up and good from Skylar Seagraves. With 8:51 to go in the first quarter, it's Broken Arrow 7, Mansfield nothing.
What a drive. Easy. That was easy. Yeah, it's going to be tough with our defense, I'm telling you.
Tell you what, we'll take a break. We owe you a station break here. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
He was at the wrong 20. That's why I didn't see it.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at Get St. John.
Welcome back to Tiger Field for the Border Brawl. Tyler Crawford's kick goes into the end zone for another touchback. Broken Arrow leading 7-0 thanks to a 6-play, 46-yard drive capped off by an 18-yard touchdown run by Noah Cortez, his third of the season.
Yeah, that young man will rush over 200 yards tonight. He's focused. He sees it.
That's a bold prediction on the opening drive of the game. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 38 on the opening drive. Here comes Mansfield for shot number 2 from its own 20. Tyler Cole, the setback behind the quarterback. Hunt Young, Josh Littleberry's in there too. Young back to pass. Firing complete. That's Adam Strawn, the tight end. Not much there before he's forced out of bounds by Gavin Potter and Miles Slusher.
Boy, we read that right off. He's lucky to just get that completed. Our speed, you can see our speed is really overpowering them right now. They weren't expecting to see us with this much speed.
2nd and 9. Young under center this time. Takes the snap. It's a quick toss. That's Littleberry, and he's met immediately. D'Amico Rowland is in there, and the Tigers stop Mansfield again. Potter was in the mix on that one too.
Running the toss power, and boy, we just met it in the backfield. I tell you what, when we talk about things as the D-line, you talk about D-line needs to be able to sack the quarterback, D-line needs to do this. Our D-line's doing everything right now. They're beating our linebackers to the play.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 11. 7:45 to go opening quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Mansfield nothing. Twins to the left or the top of your screen. Hunt Young under center. Play fake rolling to his left. Under pressure from Zach Marcaselli. Throws it to nobody. He was running for his life.
Well, he couldn't get his shoulder squared. He's throwing the ball with his shoulders facing the sidelines. You can't do that. You're going to try to throw across your body. Can't be that.
Zach Marcaselli committed to TCU, one of the fastest players on the team, and when he's coming open,
man.
You got to make a decision quickly.
Yeah, he didn't want to square his shoulders because he was fixing to get hammered.
3 and out again for Mansfield. Isaiah Keller standing at his 50. The punt from Jason Cook is shanked again.
Oh, my gosh.
Out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it, but it's definitely in Mansfield territory.
This is awesome.
We'll watch as the line judge Robert Ramos continues to pace 35, 32-ish. It's a very, very short punt for Mansfield. Again, we talked to some of their coaches before the game, and we were trying to get just some information. We said, who are your specialists? And we said, well, our kicker is this guy. And I said, who are your punters? He said, well, it's by committee depending on how warm-ups go, and we're not real confident in any of them. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we're coming in here with 2 backs right now. And just, 1 tight end. We're about to run the power right here. Changing the strength right now.
1st and 10 from the Mansfield 32-yard line. Give us to Cortez straight ahead. Cuts back to his left across the 30. Gain of a couple. Nice gain on 1st down for Cortez. They'll mark him at the 29.
And that's what we talk about, being efficient on 1st down. We've done that. We hit 9 yards the first time, and then we've got 3 this time. It really makes your 3rd down conversions a lot easier.
Brian Otwari on the tackle there for Mansfield. He's just a sophomore defensive end. 7 minutes to go first quarter. Broken Arrow 7. Mansfield nothing. 2nd and 7 from the Mansfield 29. Robards out of the gun. Takes the snap. Shuffles. Fires. That's batted down. Batted down to the line and incomplete.
Yeah, we had good protection. The young man on D-line did a good job. He did a great job getting his hands up.
I was looking downfield because there were receivers open, but you're right, just a great play by their defensive lineman to knock that down and force 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the hardest things to do, teach people too, is to get those hands up.
Second, 3rd down of the game for Broken Arrow. Tigers unsuccessful on the first one, but 4th down turned into a touchdown. So Not bad there. 3rd and 7 from the 29-yard line. 6:48 to go, opening quarter. Robards out of the gun. Sets his feet, fires. That's caught by Isaiah Keller, and he's got the first down. First National Bank first down by Isaiah Keller. He got a little of a hitch route there, and he caught it and fell down right at the 21.
Yeah, I mean, we had routes going to the sticks to get the first down. You know, you had Keller and you had Kaiser, and Kaiser was wide open as well. You could have hit either one of them for the sticks for the first down.
8-yard catch for Keller. He had 2 for 41 yards and a touchdown last week in his Broken Arrow varsity debut. 1st and 10 now at the Mansfield 21-yard line. Keller goes in motion from right to left. It's the I formation. Cortez and Newell. This give is to Cortez. Barrel straight ahead. Not much there on this one, but about 1 to the 20.
Running a little weak side power there, a little weak side, and they did a good job defending that. We had no push. They stalemated it right at the line of scrimmage.
Addison Wheeler on the tackle for Mansfield, the outside linebacker. These Tigers are young. There are sophomores all over the place. They graduated 51 seniors last year, so that can be expected. 5:50 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Mansfield nothing. Quintevin Cherry in at quarterback for his first snap of the game. It's kind of the belldozer package there. Cherry tries to run to his right. Good pressure by Mansfield. That's Brian Adwari there, the tackle for loss, but a loss of 1.
He just didn't follow the lineman, you know, and he doesn't know quite yet. You're just running a quarterback there, which is going to be really a unique package for us down the line. But he just didn't really follow his blocking.
3rd and 10, Tate Robards back in. 5:25 to go, 5:20 to go, opening quarter here. 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the left. Kaiser, the receiver, to the right. Robards takes the snap. He has time, steps up, was looking for a man. Now jukes it. Robards has room to scramble. Great block by Noah Cortez, and Tate Robards is all the way down to the 6. First National Bank first down. A 15-yard scramble by Tate Robards. Nice vision there.
Oh, yeah. Went 3 by 1. They went 3 by 1, and they isolated Kaiser. They were trying to throw the ball there. Guy had good coverage on him, and he just stepped up in the pocket and took off and did a great job. So now it's just first down and goal.
Here come the big uglies for Broken Arrow. Jumbo set. Kaiser, the single receiver.
There's power.
The give to Cortez, and he's got another one. Cortez in from 6 yards out, and Noah Cortez is making it look easy.
Golly. 2 times inside the 40, 2 touchdowns.
That time he just followed the block of fullback Alex Arroyo. A 6-yard score for Noah Cortez, and it's 13-0 Broken Arrow.
But I tell you what the key factor is defense is making 3 and outs. You know, you try to strive to get 5 a game. Well, we've already got 2. And then poor special teams by Mansfield has given the ball inside the 50-yard line, Broken Arrow, twice.
The extra point from Seagraves is good. With 4:35 to go in the first quarter, it's Broken Arrow 14, Mansfield nothing. We'll keep it here as Broken Arrow is just totally in control of this game, Pep.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, defensively is just total domination. They can't throw the football. They can't run the football. Our D-line is playing fabulous, and you know, whatever they're trying to do, we're well prepared in it. And this is really, if you think about it, this is Mansfield is showing their inexperience, and they're showing the fact that they haven't played a game yet. I mean, that is evident right now.
Through 2 drives for both teams, total yards for Broken Arrow 78 and Mansfield 1.
Yeah. I mean, Mansfield's offense has to get a first down. They have to drive if they want to be in this game.
Tyler Crawford ready to kick it off for Broken Arrow. He's 2 for 2 on touchbacks so far, and with the breeze, you have to assume there's another one coming right here. 3-headed return for Mansfield, and they're not going to get a chance to catch this one either. Crawford's kick is all the way out of the back of the end zone for touchback number 3.
That's huge, you know, when your special teams can do that. Now this is really an important drive for Mansfield. They're going to have to do something different than what they're doing, because what they're doing is, we are so prepared for it that they can't even they got a yard of total offense in 2 series.
Waiting for the Tigers of Mansfield to break the huddle, and here they come. 1st and 10 from their own 20. 4:35 to go. Broken Arrow leading 14-zip. Motion to the right, flag before the snap. Were 2 guys moving there?
I don't know what they're going to call.
Harold Elspar, our referee tonight.
It looked like 2 guys moving, but they may put it on us. Okay, it's going to be offside on us.
Neutral zone infraction on the Tigers, so.
That's their best yards.
Yep, 1st and 5 coming here from Mansfield.
Yeah. I tell you, there's a lot of impressive people that we're having out there that we don't really talk much about. Campbell Yeager's one, at the Mike linebacker. You'd be surprised what that young man does. It's really, really impressive.
1st and 5 now. Mansfield takes the snap. It's a toss play to Atterbury, and he cuts it up to the 27 or so. Nice second effort there to gain a few, and it'll be 2nd and short for Mansfield.
Yeah. That was a good play for him right there.
Campbell Yeager, the guy you were talking about, Spav, in on that tackle with Potter.
We talk about Potter and we talk about Marcaselli, 2 outstanding, incredible linebackers, but we don't talk much about Campbell. And I think he's a big Mike linebacker. He's going to be a big reason we're going to win this game.
2nd and 1 for Mansfield. 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Ball on the Mansfield 29-yard line. They give it to the fullback, 43, Tyler Cole. He's got the first down. Yeager there on the tackle.
Looks like they tried to trap it, a little fullback trap, and just too much penetration. They couldn't get the pull around, and it just, fortunately or unfortunately, they got the first down.
10 yards exactly, because it's 1st and 10 from the 30. 3:43 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow 14, 2 for 2 on touchdown drives. Mansfield, no points yet. Shotgun formation here, 4 wides. Hunt Young fires, that's caught, but hit immediately. That was Godsey on the catch. Kewan Tolbert there to drop him.
Well, we just reacted to it. They ran 4 hitches, and we saw it, and the corner came off and made the play. That was the corner that made the tackle. So
5-yard gain there, completion to David Godsey, and it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 35. 3:03 to go, opening quarter. Broken Arrow 14, Mansfield zip. They go 4 wide again. Hunt Young out of the gun, takes the snap, looking, fires, complete. That's to the tight end, Hayden Young. Young has a first down across the 40 to the 42.
And that's the corner making the tackle again, coming off. They see it. So they're trying to attack our wings, which is good. It's smart because we're not going to walk a linebacker out very far when you're 2x2 especially. We're going to stop the run. We're geared to stop the run. And so number 2 is going to be a vital guy to throw the ball to.
Second first down of the drive for Mansfield. 1st and 10 from its own 42. Another quick pass. This is complete to Miles Williams. He has some room on the outside. He gets close to the 50, right to the 50, so a gain of 8 before Tricky Stokes forced him out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously being really smart right now because they know they can't run the football. That's a given. They have to be able to throw the football, but they're getting 4 wide. They're doing some things right. That is really attacking our weaknesses. But they got to be careful. They got to be sound with it, because right now we're dropping the safeties down. So it's not going to be there
takes
like
the snap,
it was.
pump fakes, looking over the top, and there's nothing there.
No,
incomplete.
Because what Coach Travis Hill did, what he just did just then, is we were playing pretty loose, quarters type coverage, and they're completing it with number 2. So our answer was to drop those safeties down in there and play a little tight man, and so we sucked it up pretty good, especially in 2nd and 2.
Good pressure there by Colton Collier. A couple of receivers check out for Mansfield. Back to the tight look. This is the three-back formation here. Hunt Young under center, takes the snap, gives to the running back Ricky Madison, and he's hit in the backfield and swallowed up. That was Tolbert in there on the tackle, and it's going to be 4th down for Mansfield.
Well, we made it bounce. They're trying to run. They got 3 backs in the backfield. They're trying to run a simple power, and we clogged it up, forced it to bounce to the unblocked guy, and made the tackle.
Kewan Tolbert's having a nice little drive here, isn't he?
Yeah.
The 4th and 2 coming here. 1:52 to go, first quarter. 4th and 2 from the 50. I think Mansfield's going to let this play clock run down and then take a timeout. Play clock's down to 10, and they haven't run the play in yet, so maybe decision time here for the Mansfield Tigers. Play clock now at 5. They're still thinking about it, and now here comes the timeout from Coach Daniel Mayberry.
They need to run the clock as much as they can, because when we have the ball, we're going to score.
Mansfield takes its first time out of the half with 1:33 to go in the first. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 50. What do you do here? I mean, the punt team hasn't. This is already Broken Arrow's worst field position of the game. If it's just an incomplete pass here, they take over the 50. So,
exactly.
You think about traditionally you might punt here, but when the punt team hasn't shown you a whole lot, maybe you just do go for this one.
I know you punt it. It's just, I mean, we're going to still have good field position. So, I don't know. You know, it's 2, it's long, it's chancy. You know, you're on the 50-yard line, but gosh, we've had the ball on the plus 46 and plus 32 on the last 2 drives. So, it's really, I don't know. To me, it'd be pretty chancy, but also you want to keep the ball out of our offense's hands.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. 3 runs, 3 passes, and a penalty. 7 plays, 30 yards in 3 minutes and 2 seconds so far. 1:33 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow 14, Mansfield nothing in the border brawl. Mansfield ISD in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex has 5 high schools. All 5 of them are in the Tulsa Metro tonight, taking on Broken Arrow, Bixby, Jenks, Sand Springs, and Union. 4th and 2, Mansfield set to go for it. Hunt Young under center with a tight formation. The give is to Ricky Atterbury, and he is hit immediately, and he is not going to get it. D'Amico Rowland, Kaiser Newell in there on the stop, along with Zach Marcaselli, and the Tigers hold on 4th down.
Wow, that was really good defense. Really good defense.
I don't think many teams are going to be able to run straight up the gut on this Broken Arrow defense this year, Spav.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way.
Officially, it's a gain of 1. Mansfield needed 2, though, so the drive stalls at the Broken Arrow 49. That's where the Tigers take over with 1:27 to go in the first. Kaiser Newell and Dax Wilson. That's Dax Wilson that was in motion. Robards back to pass on first down, steps up, fires, looking deep. Had Kaiser in one-on-one coverage with Miles Williams and overthrew him. Good coverage, though, by Williams. You can see why that guy's going to Division I.
Yeah, it was great coverage on a great receiver, too, especially when you're just one-on-one with that young man. You know, Matt Kaiser, I said he's going to have a special night, and he will. Just wait and see. But having those strategic shots to him is really going to be important for us.
Kaiser checks out after that deep route. Logan Matthews in at receiver. Noah Cortez, the setback. They switch the strength, pre-snap there. Robards under center on 2nd and 10. It's a toss to Cortez to the right side. Makes the first man miss, but he is going to be forced out of bounds by Brian Atwaria. Loss on the play, and now a late hit. Flag, I think, is going to be on Cortez after the whistle. Let's see what our referee, Harold Elspaugh, has.
That was really good defense, too, on the perimeter, especially by us switching the strength by moving the tight end and wing to the other side, and they adjusted well. They adjusted very well to it.
They had 3 guys in position to make a tackle for loss, and it took all 3 of them, but they did bring him down for a considerable loss, and now it's going to get backed up even more after what appears to be a personal foul. Personal foul on Broken Arrow. The signal, Harold Elspaugh's microphone isn't working, but 15 yards after a loss. So the ball all the way back to the 28-yard line. Tigers need to get all the way to the Mansfield 41. So,
yeah, and third down here, third down. Now, what you got to be careful with Mansfield's a screen game. You know, we're going to run the screen game.
3rd and 31. Tate Robards out of the gun, drops back, has time, sets up, fires. That's caught by Logan Matthews, but he's hit immediately by Jake Jones, and Broken Arrow is going to have to punt.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of running their cover fours. They're four deep over. You know, they can play 4 verticals, so it's going to be hard to beat them deep. And they're keeping everything underneath, which they did. They did a good job. You know, I know Mansfield's lost a lot. I know my son at Texas Tech, he's one of the defensive coordinators there. He loves the Mansfield School District, and he said they were going to be down a little bit. They graduate a lot of people, but they're well coached and has some good kids. So
Tyler Crawford takes the deep snap, and he punts, and Mansfield didn't really have anybody back to return, so this is going to roll for a while down to the 10, to the 5, and the Tigers try and do a little curling sweep into the end zone there, and they down it at about the 3-yard line. So the Tigers clearly with the advantage on special teams. A 63-yard punt by Tyler Crawford. That flips the field, and Mansfield starts deep in its own territory with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Gosh, that's their special teams are really hurting.
The return man, Omar Williams, ran up right before Crawford kicked the ball, and Crawford does that rugby punt, which they should have seen on film, and that thing's going to
roll
rolled
forever.
and rolled and rolled. Yeah, it probably hit close to the, what do you think, the 20 or the 25, and rolled the 20 yards down to the 3.
No.
1st and 10, Mansfield at its own 3. Hunt Young takes the snap. It's a give to Littleberry, and he's hit immediately by Zach Marcaselli.
Boy, he lost 2 on that.
They're going to mark him at the 2. Loss of 1, but Marcaselli, man, was right in there
right
early.
At the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the first quarter. Broken Arrow in control, leading 14-0. We'll take a break. This is Broken Arrow football.
Care.com. To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Customers know where they can find the best selection and the best price. At Matthews Ford, you won't be hassled on the lot, and we treat our customers with respect. Matthews Ford gives you a direct price that you want for both new and used vehicles. Come see us at Matthews Ford off Elm and the BA Expressway.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow, where the Tigers lead Mansfield 14-0 as we get ready to start the second quarter. TTCU Federal Credit Union salutes a Teacher of the Week at each Tiger home game. This week's winner is Holly White, an English teacher at Broken Arrow High School. She was nominated by senior linebacker Gavin Potter and will receive a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of TTCU. Thank you, TTCU, for supporting our teachers and Broken Arrow Public Schools. Did you know TTCU has donated almost $125,000 to Broken Arrow Public Schools since the School Pride Check Card program started? I have one. Ask how you can get yours today. Second and 11, and a fumble by the fullback Tyler Cole. He fell back on top of it, but it's going to be 3rd and a long 12 from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, a little fullback trap. They can't trap us. We're penetrating too much. So that's another loss of a yard. So now that's they're losing 1 yard. I mean, they started on the 3-yard line.
$11:25 to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow 14. Mansfield zip. Mansfield backed all the way up to its own 1-yard line, and 3rd and long, and here comes the heat from the Tigers. The give is to Atterbury, and he just barely, or Littleberry, checked that. And the Tigers have a ball. Wow, the Tigers just scored. Broken Arrow stripped the ball, and Gavin Potter's in for 6. I don't know how it happened, but Gavin Potter made it happen. Wow. We watched the replay, and the ball came free and just fell right into Potter's lap.
Yeah, he fumbled on the way coming down. We stripped it, and fumbled on the way coming down, and Potter picked it up. Great job, golly.
It didn't register at first. The head linesman, Steve Jones, threw both hands up for touchdown, and I'm thinking, wait, what in the world? But Gavin Potter grabbed the fumble and all the commotion. Great shot by our Aerovision crew there on the replay. And it's 20-0. Skylar Seagraves ready for the extra point. The left-footed kick is up and good. Good hold by Matt Kaiser. And it's 21-0 Broken Arrow.
So I guess we're going to see offense or defense who scores the most points.
Wow.
God, that was impressive down there on the 3-yard line, the -3. They ran a power, got -1. They ran a fullback trap, -1. And then ran the fullback again and fumbled TD.
11 minutes to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. We'll take a timeout. This is Broken Arrow football.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
For those who prefer to take care of things after Betty Buy, we offer 24/7 online banking and bill pay services from the comfort of your home, so you can take care of what's most important. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Welcome back to Tiger Field. Tyler Crawford's kickoff went out of bounds, so Mansfield will get the ball at its 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's their best field position today. You know, starting field position. You know, they have 5 possessions. The game of football is about possession. It's what you do with it. It's how far you go and what happens. You know, do you score touchdowns, field goals, what?
A couple other scores from around the border. Brawl Bixby trailing Mansfield Timberview 14-7. Sand Springs trailing 20-0, and Union down 12-10 on Lake Ridge. We'll keep you posted on the rest of the border brawl as the night goes along. Right now, Broken Arrow leading Mansfield 21-0. Last report, Jinx was tied at 0. So right now, Broken Arrow, the only Oklahoma team holding court. Here comes Mansfield, 1st and 10. Hunt Young out of the gun, fires the far side. That's complete, but Gavin Potter is there to wrap him up, and then the late hit as Potter throws him to the ground. That was Hayden Young, all sorts of fired up after he got slammed to the turf, and the Mansfield coach was right there to grab him and hold him tight.
How fast is Potter? He's playing so fast, though.
Potter will check out of the game. That's just aggressive play right there, by Potter. And it wasn't really anything malicious. He had him wrapped up, and then the whistle blows, and he just kind of spun him down to the turf. And
those are aggressive penalties,
right? And what we were talking about this in the pregame show, Gavin's been a quarterback most of his career, and so he's still kind of new with this whole defensive thing, and he's got such speed and instincts for the football that. And
once he grabs you, it's done. You got to understand, he body slammed him, but he's a state champion wrestler.
Yeah. So the coaches will correct that, but it's hard to get too mad about an aggressive play like that from Potter.
It is.
The penalty moves the ball across midfield. First down at the 46. They swing it out to Ricky Madison. Marcus Selby, though, is all over the tackle.
Great open field tackling.
Check that. That was Damian Gomes on the swing pass, but Zach Marcaselli, a great tackle for Broken Arrow, loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
I tell you what's kind of interesting is last week we played more of the 3-man front. Now we're playing more of the 4-man front, because they're running the football. But here we're still playing a 4-man front in a 4-wide situation.
Hunt Young out of the gun, takes the snap. Pump fakes under pressure. He's going to be hit. Swings out of a man, but then there's Colton Collier to bring him down. Flag flies on the play as well. It was Joseph Day in there early, but they might have got a face mask.
Yeah, we twisted the front, and that twist that came around the end came clean.
Joseph Day hit him and then slid off. Colton Collier finished him off, but we'll see.
Yeah, as Colton came around, they didn't even block him. And he made a great play, but here again, if it's face mask, that's an aggressive penalty too. I mean, it's unintentional, but we're getting a lot of penalties tonight. And this is the first time that it's put Mansfield inside the 40 into the red zone.
It'll be the 4th penalty of the game for Broken Arrow. Now, here's an interesting deal here. Mansfield in Texas plays NCAA rules, and that'd be an automatic first down. But since it was a sack, the 15-yard penalty is not a first down in Oklahoma, so it'll be 2nd and 3. Inside 10 minutes to go. Hunt Young takes the snap, fires on a nice little trade route there. That's Royce Robinson that made the catch. Kewan Tolbert and Potter in on the tackle there.
That's lost yardage.
Even with a 15-yard penalty, 3rd and 8 coming here. So
I know. But they had a 3rd and 4, and then now it would have been a 3rd and 4 if they made no yardage. But the lost yardage makes it 3rd and 8.
9:20 to go, second quarter, 3rd and 8. Mansfield at the Broken Arrow 49-yard line. Hunt Young takes the snap out of the gun. He's under pressure. He scrambles. He's going to be short of the line again. D'Amico Rowland knocks him down just across the 45 to the 43, but it's going to be 4th and long.
And that's our nose guard making the play there.
Yeah, he didn't even need to wrap him up. Rowland just gave him a shoulder and knocked him straight to the turf.
Well, just trying to run a double move. They're not a good throwing team. We know that. It's 3rd and 8. We're going to keep everything underneath it. They're trying a double move, and we had it completely covered, and our D-line had a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Jason Cook on to punt for Mansfield. He's standing at his 48. He rolls to his right. That was almost blocked. That punt, though, a good one. It'll bounce to the 3 and sneak into the end zone. So after a couple of shanks, Mansfield, with the wind this time, got one away. A 42-yard punt, no return, but the touchback will give the ball to the Tigers at the 20.
Boy, I tell you what, Mansfield needs to do something at halftime and do something about their special teams, because we haven't seen anything good about them yet.
They almost rugby rolled the punter right into the block coming off the edge.
Yeah, almost had 2 blocks. They've had 2 shanks.
Quintevin Cherry will be the quarterback for Broken Arrow to start this drive. 1st and 10 from the BA-20. Kewan Tolbert is the tailback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cherry out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Tolbert around right end. He's got a seam. He cuts up across the 25, still on his feet. About to the 28. Nice first down run by Keewan Tolbert. All the way to the 29.
He almost broke that thing. He almost broke that thing.
Cade Fletcher on the tackle for Mansfield. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the Tiger 29.
Got trips of the field.
Quintevin Cherry, still the Broken Arrow quarterback. He takes the shotgun snap. Play fake this time, swings it out. That's caught. Complete to Trayvon Client. Client across the 40. Plenty for First National Bank. First down all the way to the 44.
First signs of the true RPO here.
15-yard catch by Isaiah Keller as Quintevin Cherry leads Broken Arrow to a first down.
Yeah, the back was shaded towards the trip, so we had quads, and he just running that little that RPO and hit the route.
1st and 10 from the Broken Arrow 44. 7:20 to go, first half. Broken Arrow leading 21-0. Cherry out of the gun, fires to Matt Kaiser. That's caught. Kaiser hit almost immediately after a short gain, brought down to the 48.
Yeah, great catch, great route. You know, that's being efficient on first down. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Miles Williams on the tackle for Mansfield, gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6:55 to go. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. Great start for Broken Arrow in the 2018 Border Brawl. Cherry still the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, designed run here, straight ahead following Kaiser Newell. Cherry gets across the 50 to about the 49.
They actually defended that this time. That's that 2 tight end ace formation, but we just ran the power with the quarterback. That's hard to defend, and they did a good job at it. Because you don't treat the quarterback as an extra man. You have to fit another guy in there.
Tate Robards is the quarterback for Broken Arrow on 3rd and 3. The Tigers are 2 of 4. Check that, 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Robards gives to Jalen Johnson, and Johnson is going to be stopped short. Tried to mix it up there by going to the 3rd tailback, and there was just nothing there.
No, they fit the perimeter really well, and that's what you have to do against us. You have to have great perimeter fitting. Now you forced us to punt the ball. You think about it. Of the last 4 drives we've had, we've had 2 touchdowns. We didn't drive 1 because we scored defensively. And then we've had 2 punts in a row. So they're doing a good job defensively right now. They've made some good adjustments.
Tyler Crawford on to punt on 4th and 3. Omar Jackson is back. The snap is all sorts of crazy. Bounce it around, and boy, that just was blown up.
Well, it was a fake.
Yeah.
It was a fake, and he dropped the snap.
It's a fake, and he dropped the snap. It was Trayvon Client who ended up with it, and that blew up right in the Tigers' face. Mansfield will have the ball at the Broken Arrow 38.
Now this is, people need to know this is the plus 38. So this is the first time they've been in past or had a series starting inside the 50-yard line.
Mansfield drives started at their own 20, 20, 20. Yeah, the chart's messed.
3,
I was looking at
35.
the stat chart that was messed up there. I apologize for that. Here comes the give on first down to Josh Littleberry. He picks up a couple before he's brought down by Campbell Yeager.
See, they need to get the ball deeper to that guy. If they get the ball deeper to their tailback, he has more room to see. He gets caught into all the traffic, and he doesn't see the cutback.
2nd and 7 coming from Mansfield here. Ball at the Broken Arrow 35-yard line. 4:40 to go, 2nd quarter. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. Hunt Young out of the shotgun. Low snap, picks it up at his shoe tops, fires. That's broken up. Gavin Potter tips it away, and it'll be 3rd and long.
That's a great play, great play. Quarterback trying to squeeze it in there. He was there, and Gavin Potter made a diving tip there to knock it down.
3rd and 7. Mansfield tonight 0 for 5 on 3rd down. 3 receiver set. Hunt Young out of the gun. Low snap, that's fumbled and hit immediately. Kaiser Newell just blew up Josh Littleberry. The ball bounced off the turf. Littleberry picked it up and then got Kaiser Newell right into his gut.
I know. Now it's 4th and 10, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do now. They're down 21-0, 4 minutes left. I mean, they only have 20 yards of total offense, 20 yards.
Punt team's coming in for Mansfield.
And the passing game, of the 20 yards total offense, they have 19 yards passing, 1 yard rushing.
Jason Cook in punt formation for Mansfield. He rolls to his right. This is a short punt, goes to the right side inside the 20. Looks like they'll spot it at about the 17 or so, but still the Tigers hold when Mansfield had good field position.
I don't know what the thinking is on that.
It looks like it was a design punt to the right. It just looks like they're trying to go for that coffin corner, and just it wasn't well executed.
I don't know if they're trying to coffin corner. They're just kicking it right out of bounds, and not getting very much on the punts.
I mean, you think about the strategy, but you also have to put your players in position to execute what they're capable
I know.
of.
He could have ran that one that time. We didn't even honor it.
1st and 10, Broken Arrow at its own 18-yard line. Tate Robards under center, takes the snap, gives to Noah Cortez. Cortez rumbles across the 20 before he's brought down after a gain of about 5.
Nice. Just give it to Noah here. We got 3:20 left. Just give it to Noah, and he'll score. We'll put him away if we can score right here. We'll put him completely away.
3:10 to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield zip. 2nd and 5 from the Broken Arrow 23. Tate Robards crawls under center, takes the snap, play fake to Cortez. Yeah. Looking for Kaiser, incomplete, out of bounds.
That guy's doing a great job on Kaiser.
That's Miles Williams, the stud for Mansfield, committed to the University of California to go play in the Pac-12 for reasons like that. 3rd and 5 coming for Broken Arrow. Tate Robards tonight, 3 of 7 for 17 yards. Robards out of the gun on 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, drops back, now steps up. He's going to run it, and not enough to get there. Robards barely back to the line of scrimmage. There was a hole, but it closed in a hurry.
Yes. Yeah. I tell you what, their linebackers are playing a little faster than I thought they were on film.
Addison Wheeler and Kwame Sarkodie in on the tackle for Mansfield. It'll be 4th and 3, and Tyler Crawford comes on to kick this one away. Omar Jackson, the return man for Mansfield. This time he is back in return formation with his heels at the 40. Crawford to his left. The rugby punt is away. It's a good one. The return man, Jackson, backs up a couple steps to the 38.
Good tackle.
Gets to about the 45 before Tricky Stokes upends him.
Great tackle. He had a little room there, but it was a great tackle. Great coverage.
36-yard punt for Crawford. Mansfield takes over at the 45-yard line with 2:01 to go here in the second quarter. Broken Arrow football brought to you in part by our One Club sponsors, St. John Broken Arrow, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the Arrow Group, and Matthews Ford. Thank you for your support of Broken Arrow football and Broken Arrow Public Schools. 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Hunt Young out of the gun for Mansfield. Fires far side, overthrew his man. He was looking for Damian Gomes.
Yeah, he was there. But But we're playing a lot of cover 4 now ourselves right now, so we're allowing everything underneath, and we're going to rally the troops to it.
2nd and 10. Hunt Young tonight, 7 of 12, 19 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Like Spav mentioned, all of Mansfield's yards have come through the air. 19 passing yards, minus 2 rushing yards. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Young gives it off to Josh Littleberry. Littleberry had some room to the outside, jumped over a man, brought down to the 50.
That's a good stop. They forced it to bounce. Good run by them. And we forced them to bounce it, and then a great tackle.
Campbell Yeager on the stop after the ball carrier hurdled straight over Kewan Tolbert. It'll be 3rd and 5 as we approach 90 seconds to go here in the first half.
See, the problem with us here lately is we haven't been efficient on first down these last 3 drives, where we were before. That's the key.
1:12 to go, 3rd and 5. Give to Littleberry again, straight ahead. Nothing there on that one. That'll be 4th and 5 coming. Now we have a minute to go in the first half. Colton Collier got in there and just grabbed some ankles and made the tackle.
We're just playing superb defense right now. Superb. I mean, they have 22 total yards right now. 19 in the air and 4 passing, so it's 23 yards total offense.
Game clock now down to 30. Play clock at 5, 4th and 4. Looks like Mansfield's just going to run this down, call timeout, and they do. Timeout Mansfield with 21 seconds to go in the first half. Stadium clock ran a little long there. We'll see if they correct it or if they don't care. Just a punt coming here, and then we'll have halftime, and we'll check in with Ken Ellett for the Broken Arrow halftime show. Word on the street is Dr. Janet Dunlop, Superintendent of Broken Arrow Public Schools, will be tonight's guest. It's Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield 0, as we're about ready to close the book on the second quarter. But never say never. We've seen plenty of wackiness already tonight.
Oh, I know.
Just because there's only a few seconds left. Don't close the door on something else wild happening.
We played well, right off the bat, but now we've kind of faltered a little bit now offensively. Defense is doing a superb job. But in these early games, I think what's important is that our offense needs to trust our defense, and they do. So you can take some chances to do some things that you normally wouldn't do.
They're going to leave the clock where it is at 16 seconds. Fine with us. Mansfield will punt. This is Jason Cook. He's standing at his 40. No return man for Broken Arrow. Tigers will just play it safe. Cook scrambles to his right. The punt hits at the 20, and it'll roll out of bounds with 10 seconds to go. I assume Broken Arrow will just sit on it. Here are some more scores from the Border Brawl. Lake Ridge leads Union 18-16. Jenks and Mansfield Legacy tied at 7. Summit leading Sand Springs 27-7, and Mansfield Timberview leading Bixby 20-14. So Jenks is tied, 3 Mansfields in front, and then there's Broken Arrow representing for Oklahoma, the number 1 team in 6A1, putting it on Mansfield High here, 21-0 with 9 seconds to go in the first half. Victory formation for Mansfield. Robards takes a knee, and that'll do it for the first half. After 2 quarters in the Border Brawl, Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. The halftime show with Ken Ellett and Dr. Janet Dunlop coming up after this. This is Broken Arrow football.
Hey, JD. This is Ken. Just give me a warning. Okay. I think you just said. JD, did you say there's about 2 minutes left in the break? 1 minute and 15 seconds. Can you hear him talking to me? Welcome back to Broken Arrow Tiger Football. This is Ken Ellen, and every week we will have a guest that we will talk with. And this week we have a very special guest, the Superintendent of Schools of Broken Arrow, Dr. Janet Dunlop. Welcome to the show, Dr. Dunlop. Well, obviously, the first thing I always ask is, let's talk about the football game. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about a lot of our sports, the softball teams in Colorado right now are, band, our cheerleaders,
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
8 years, that's got to seem like kind of a blur to you, that whole thing.
I'm Janet Dunlop, Superintendent of Broken Arrow Schools. Our mission is 100% literacy, engagement, graduation, every student, every day. We get there by having 4 core values that guide everything we do. Number 1, we embrace the responsibility of our calling. Each of us is accountable to serve our students, our district, and our community. We do this with honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're shaping young lives every day, even if we're not in a classroom. We are all role models, and we lead by example. Number 2, we are passionate about learning. We consistently seek new ways to lead and follow our students into the future. How we've always done it might not be good enough anymore. The world our students will enter is changing, and we will change with it. Number 3, we are a student-focused, relationship-driven school district. We strive to engage our students and community through kindness, compassion, and empathy. We can change a student's life forever. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Maybe it's a bus driver, a crossing guard, or maybe it's you. Number 4, we celebrate and find strength in our diversity. It takes people with different ideas, interests, and backgrounds to drive our district forward. We all have a story. Life is not one size fits all. Neither is education. No matter where you come from or what you like to do, this is a place you can feel loved and find success. Now you know what it means when you hear us proudly say, "We are BA."
That's going to be your calling, you think, huh? You know, and Broken Arrow has some wonderful programs, but probably none any better than the Pride.
There's something inside all of us, an instinct, a longing to go home. But what is home? Is it the house you grew up in? Is it where you started your own family? Or is it more than that?
They tried to chase me, but they let me here. This feels like home. This feels like home. I've been searching for that something that nothing could ever replace, so I will roam until I can say this feels like home.
Home is a place where you feel safe. Safe to smile. Safe to laugh. Safe to challenge yourself to reach new heights, but safe to make mistakes along the way. Home is a place where we can make a difference, where the smallest thing we do can change someone's life forever. Our mission, our noble cause is mighty, but it's who we are, and we're proud of it.
This feels like home. I've been searching for that something that nothing could ever replace, so I will roam until I can say this feels like home. This feels like home.
Whoever said you can't go home again never saw a place like this. A place where a broken arrow somehow always points toward greatness. A place ready to welcome you back with open arms, no matter how long you've been gone.
This feels like home. This feels like home.
Home is a place that honors the past while knowing the future is here and it's brighter than ever before. No matter who you are or where you've been, you are part of our story. This is our place. This is your place. This is Broken Arrow, and this is home.
Issue was the teacher strike, and the raises really came out pretty good. administrative meetings where you had 60, 70, 80 people involved in that, and all.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
From the first steps we take, we all have our own way of doing things. That's why we offer a wide variety of checking account options. So your money is ready, no matter what direction life happens to take you. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first. For those who prefer to take care of things after Betty Buy, we offer 24/7 online banking and bill pay services from the comfort of your home. So you can take care of what's most important. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Okay.
1982 was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers. After starting the year with a victory over Sand Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing losses to Memorial, Jenks, McLean, and Muskogee. But there's no quit in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance. With drum major Lee Scheffler and a color guard of Sharon Sprinkle, Loretta Detmer, Judy Murray, and Gail Shanks, the 1962 Broken Arrow Marching Band was also a force to...
Coach, what'd you tell those guys at halftime?
I'm not on TV.
Hey,
radio.
Coach Alexander, can you hear us? We can hear you. Having a little trouble getting Coach Alexander on the headset down there, but we can hear him.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. We have trouble with Coach Alexander there, so Spav, take us through what you're telling these guys at halftime.
Oh, I'm telling them just improve ourselves focus-wise. It seemed like we lost our focus a little bit. We started out really well. Of course, obviously, it's because their special teams, gave us great field position. But, we came in, we've had two TDs in the red zone, but we've only been in the red zone twice on six drives. So the last.
Coach, can you hear us now? We're still having trouble with Coach Alexander. We'll let him get back to the game there. So sorry to cut you off there, Spav. It's air traffic control there.
Well, just the last drives here, we've had we went down on downs. We had to punt the ball. It's just, we lost our focus, and I think a lot of it was just our efficiency on first down. So I see, we're going to do a great job on halftime preparations, which we always do. So I foresee things changing.
Almost ready to get it hooked up here in the third quarter of the Border Brawl. Broken Arrow leading Mansfield 21-0. Halftime stats look like this. Total yards 117 for Broken Arrow, 23 for Mansfield. 36 passing yards. Tate Robards had 17 of those. He's 3 of 7. Quintevin Cherry 2 of 2 for 19 yards. The touchdowns came from Noah Cortez on the ground. He had 2 of them, and Gavin Potter recovered a fumble for a touchdown there. That's how we got to 21-0. It has been all Broken Arrow. The only real negative for the Tigers so far, 4 penalties for 64 yards. Mansfield yet to be penalized.
Well, one other thing we need to really improve in is our third down conversions. We're 2 for 6, and that's a lot different than it was last week. Last week we were 64% on third down conversions, and that's just because of the second quarter, the lack of focus that we've had offensively that kind of led to that. We were really sharp at the beginning. They've made some proper adjustments, so therefore we've got to start converting our third downs. We have to get a better percentage there. There's no turnovers either. You know, we've got to create more turnovers. And you know, we created one for the touchdown, but we need to create more to help us along the way.
We're going to have to get the United Nations on the phone or something here, because there seems to be some sort of confusion between Oklahoma and Texas. Mansfield's just hanging out down by the tunnel there. The Tigers are going through warm-ups, getting back loose, ready to start the third quarter. And now here comes Mansfield. They were standing down there for like 3 minutes.
I know.
I don't know why.
And we're over here stretching and getting ourselves ready.
I don't know. Maybe somebody was,
Do they not do that in Texas?
I don't know. Or maybe they're late bathroom break. They're waiting on somebody. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to get things hooked up here in about 2 minutes as Broken Arrow leads Mansfield 21-0. Don't forget, join us for Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib every Tuesday at 6:30 live on 97.1 FM The Sports Animal. Coach Alexander and I will look at this game, and we will look ahead to the next matchup for the Tigers, which will be a week from tonight at Owasso. First road game of the season. It's a 7:30 kick at Owasso. We'll be on the Animal with the pregame show at 7 o'clock. That game is on Arrow Vision as well. After that, the Tigers will have a week off and then start district play with the big one, Jinx, on September 21st. The Owasso game is big because it's the next one, but man, that Jinx game, when district play starts, that's probably going to decide the district right there in the first round.
No doubt, right there. I mean, that is your district championship game, and it's going to be a battle apparently, because they're playing Mansfield Legacy, which is a extremely talented team.
Broken Arrow won the toss and deferred, so the Tigers will receive to start the third quarter. Tricky Stokes and Isaiah Keller heading back to return. The wind has calmed down a bit. That flag was blowing pretty strong earlier in the game. Now, not very much. Streamers moving slightly, but a calm, gentle wind as the Mansfield kick is high and short fielded by an up man at the 21. Mansfield Broken Arrow, will return that one. Still on the Tigers' feet. That's Marcus Selly across the 35 to about the 38. So good field position for Broken Arrow to start the second half.
God, that was with the wind too. Yeah, I tell you what, their inexperience is really showing, especially on special teams.
16-yard return for Marcus Selly. It'll be 1st and 10 Broken Arrow. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Here comes Tate Robards as he leads the Tigers back on the field. 3 of 7 for 17 yards in the first half. Tate Robards much better in the second half last week than he was in the first. We'll see how the Tigers do here. Robards takes the snap, gives to Noah Cortez straight ahead. He picks up a couple before he's brought down by Jake Jones, the outside linebacker for Mansfield.
You know, I think he was looking for the cutback before he hit the play. I think if he would have just stuck the play, he would have had a lot more success, but he decided to cut back quick.
2nd and 7 coming here for Broken Arrow. $11:20 to go. Robards out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, scanning his progression under pressure, now steps up, chopped down from behind. That was Brian Atwari.
I tell you what, that young man is all over Matt Kaiser, all over him. We're trying to get our best player the ball, and we're just having difficulty doing it.
It's Matt Kaiser matched up with Miles Williams. Mansfield star defender already committed to the University of California. You can see why the Power 5 schools are interested in him. He's done a great job on Kaiser tonight. Kaiser just one catch for 4 yards. 3rd and 7. Tate Robards out of the gun, firing across the middle. That's complete. Maybe a face mask coming in there. That was Kaiser. There is a flag. Kaiser's got the First National Bank first down regardless, but I think Broken Arrow is going to pick up some more.
Nice play, nice play. Kind of getting a little switch route there, and that's really a nice play by us.
The 15-yard face mask against Mansfield. That's the first penalty of the game for Mansfield. Broken Arrow, 4 for 64 in the first half, and this one moves it all the way down to the 35. So nice development here. Broken Arrow already in Mansfield territory.
Yeah, now let's see what we do with it.
1st and 10 from the Mansfield 35. Tate Robards out of the gun. Gives to Cortez around left side. He's got a seam, picks up a few before he's spun out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Running the boundary, getting a double pull out there. Well, they clogged it up and forced us to bounce it. And, otherwise, if he could hit that seam, he'd get a lot more. But, boy, good defense allowed him, forced him to bounce.
Quintevin Cherry in at quarterback for the Tigers on this 2nd down. Kaiser Newell, the setback. Probably a quarterback run here. Cherry follows the blocking of Newell and a couple linemen. Nice push there. Quintevin Cherry, the 6'3", 222-pound senior across the 30 down to the 27.
Very good. Now we're just 3 yards for a first down. These are a lot easier to convert than 3rd and long, obviously. That's why you have to be more efficient on first down.
9:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. Cherry, the quarterback again, with Kaiser Newell, the offset fullback, and twins to the right. Cherry takes the snap. Design quarterback run, this time a seam, squirts across the 25, picks up a First National Bank first down to the 23.
I like that. That's your quarterback power. It's just so hard to fit when the quarterback runs the football because you don't count him in your fitting, and you have to now. You have to bring another guy, which is not normal.
It's like the Belldozer package Oklahoma ran a few years ago. That's all they're doing. Quintevin Cherry will stay at quarterback. This time Noah Cortez is the tailback. 1st and 10. Cherry sets up. Pass complete across the 20. That's Trayvon Client on the catch. Brought down just shy of out of bounds by Ty Wilkins.
Yeah, but we've got 8 yards on first down. And that's what you want. That's being efficient on first down. Now, where you got to be careful as Coach Wilkinson is when you're second short, no telling what he's going to do.
2nd and 2 from the 15-yard line. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. Tigers knocking on the door to get more. Quintevin Cherry, play fake, swings it out. That's complete to Trayvon Client across the 10, down to the 5. Nice gain by Trayvon Client, 10 yards in a First National Bank first down.
What a great move. He caught that ball, and they had a guy right on him, and he just put a good little move on him. Very impressive little run.
8:21 to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 21, Mansfield nothing. 2018 Border Brawl, and Coach Alexander runs out to the numbers and calls timeout. He wasn't happy with something.
Yeah, there could have been some wrong personnel group in the game or something, we don't know. Or we didn't like the play call. Now, this is the 3rd time we've been in the red zone in this entire game, and we've come out with 2 touchdowns. Now, this could be a potential 3rd right here. Every time we're in the red zone, we've scored. Now, last week we were quite impressive because we were in the red zone 5 times. We were 5 for 5 in scoring wise. We had 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal while being in the red zone. Now we're 2 for 2 right now. Now this is our 3rd of the game. So the whole idea is what you do with possessions and what you come out with. Touchdowns or field goals.
It's neon night in the jungle. They have the glow sticks, the multicolored glow sticks, and all sorts of cool stuff going on down there. What a party.
They always have fun. That thing's just packed.
Oh, yeah, they're having a blast. Hope you're having a blast as you check out Broken Arrow football on the Tiger Network. 21-0 BA. First and goal from the 5. Kaiser Newell in with Cortez. Here's Quintevin Cherry out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Cherry, designed run inside the 5, down to about the 3 before he's brought down by Big Diego Sandoval.
I tell you what I like about this play. This play's designed to go outside more, but he brought it inside because a lot of linebackers and stuff are going to overfit, the play, and then it gives you a seam right underneath.
2nd and 2, 2nd and goal. Tigers knocking on the door. Quintevin Cherry straight ahead.
Push.
Close and in.
Great.
Touchdown. Broken Arrow. Quintevin Cherry caps off a long drive with 6 points.
What a great offensive push. That's what it was. It was a great play. Just running that inside power, and he just takes it and goes, and we had a great push with the offensive line.
It was a 10-play, 61-yard drive that chewed up 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Quintevin Cherry in for 6. Skylar Seagraves on to make it 7. Snap spot. The kick from Seagraves is down the middle with 7:31 to go in the 3rd. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield nothing. This is Broken Arrow football.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
New this season, Broken Arrow Public Schools is proud to partner with Quick Trip to salute our hometown heroes. U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Benjamin Fields served for 10 years as a Bradley Fighting Vehicle Specialist. These tanks were designed to transport troops with armored protection while providing covering fire. Staff Sergeant Fields was wounded during Operation Iraqi Freedom, but as a result of his heroism, he earned the Combat Action Badge, the Army Achievement Medal, and an Army Commendation. Thank you for your service, Staff Sergeant Ben Fields, and welcome to Broken Arrow, tonight's Quick Trip hometown hero. Tigers leading Mansfield 28-0 in the 3rd. The high kick by Tyler Crawford is fair caught at the 26-yard line. That's where Mansfield will take over, needing something, trailing 28-0.
Yeah, they have to get a drive going right now because we've made the halftime adjustments. Our offense drove the field here. They get the ball to -39 and drive it. Now they're going to have to answer. Because right now they have 23 total yards of offense.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Hunt Young out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Josh Littleberry, and he is swallowed up in the backfield. Marcus Selly and Colton Collier in there for BA, and the Tiger defense continues to play exceptionally well against the run.
Well, they got to do so. I mean, they had a double pull, and the running back ran past the double pulls. I mean, you got to cut underneath that stuff. That's what the pulls are for. You got to follow your blocking.
Lake Ridge leads Union 30-22. Jenks and Legacy tied at 14. Sand Springs down 34-7. Johnny Sandite not going to be thrilled about that one. And Bixby trailing Timberview 20-14. So right now, Broken Arrow still the only Oklahoma team in front here in the Border Brawl, and the Tigers in front in a big way. 2nd and 14 from the 22-yard line. Young rolls to his right, under pressure by Marcus Selly again. Complete to a man on the far side before Aaron Tricky Stokes swallowed him up. That was David Godsey on the catch. Gain of 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
And they're fortunate to catch that thing. That quarterback could not even turn his shoulders, because I tell you what, we're slicing that linebacker so fast. He's got to get rid of it right now or he's going to get murdered.
3rd and 9. Mansfield 0 for 7 on 3rd down so far tonight. 6:02 to go. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield nothing. Young hands it off on 3rd and long, and Campbell Yeager there to swallow him up.
Wow.
Mansfield's going 3 and out again.
Met him at the line of scrimmage.
Campbell Yeager, the Mike linebacker for Broken Arrow, playing very well tonight. Mansfield now 0 for 8 on 3rd down as Josh Young, check that, Jason Cook comes out to punt. Jason Cook, the punter, standing at his 19. Isaiah Keller at his 37, inching forward. This punt is low. It'll bounce to the 50 and squirt out of bounds at the 46.
See, he just kicks it out of bounds. That I just don't understand.
It's a 25-yard punt for Mansfield. Broken Arrow will take over with great field position again. The drives so far this year have been, or for Broken Arrow, have started at the plus 46, the plus 32, the own 49, the own 20, the own 18, the own 39, the own 46, and now here we are, 1st and 10 at the BA 46-yard line. So after Quintevin Cherry leads a touchdown drive, here comes Tate Robards again. 1st and 10 from the BA 46. 5:13 to go. Robards hands it off on 1st down. Tigers swallowed up immediately. That was Cortez, and he got chopped down before he could get anything going.
Yeah, we just had a misassignment there. We got to be real careful with our personnel right now because we don't want to get anybody hurt, obviously.
4:42 to go. Tate Robards under center. Fakes the handoff.
There we go.
Sets up. Firing deep. Looking for Logan Matthews, and it bounces off incomplete.
God, that guy's good, isn't he? He's a great cover guy.
Miles Williams, Spav's talking about on the coverage.
He's good.
Hard to get anything really on his side of the field.
And he's going to Cal, you said?
He's going to Cal.
He'll love it there. I mean, my son, he coached at Cal there for a while. Now he's at West Virginia, but maybe we can get him to go to Texas Tech.
There you go.
I got to talk to my son there. He's a good player now.
3rd and 11 from the 45-yard line. 4:28 to go. Tate Robards out of the gun. Under pressure, dumps it off to Cortez on the screen pass. Cortez running diagonally across the 50. Nice move late. He's going to be close to the chains, but short.
Great call, though.
Yeah, Broken Arrow needed 11. Got about 10 and a half. Cortez is slow to get up. Keep our eyes on this one. Cortez on his knees with his face in the turf. Being attended to by the medical staff. Now they roll him over to his back.
What a great call, though. You know, 3rd and long, and you get the screen pass. I'm just a big believer in getting your running backs in the passing game. That really opens up a lot more things.
They're going to spot it at the Mansfield 45, so it'll be 4th and 1. Cortez now back to his feet, helped off under his own power. He's trying to get back in that offensive huddle, but he will have to check out for a play unless Broken Arrow uses a timeout. He'll head off the field. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, he'll be evaluated first.
Sure. But you know Noah, he'd sneak in there if he could.
I know.
He was trying to, and they said, hey, come on over here with us. So Kewan Tolbert will be the tailback. Kaiser Newell is in there at fullback. And I would assume that Broken Arrow will rely on that strong offensive line and just power this one up here on 4th and 1.
Well, this young man does a good job of finding the little seams. He does a good job. Noah just has a lot of yards after contact.
4th and 1, give it to Tolbert straight ahead. Tolbert has the first down and more, brought down to the 42-yard line. It's a First National Bank first down and another 4th down conversion for Broken Arrow. Tigers now 2 of 3 on 3rd down tonight. The one they missed was that fake punt.
What a hard run, though. He ran the ball really hard then. It's a great run.
Kewan Tolbert straight ahead to the 42-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield Donut. Pre-snap trade. Couple Tigers move from left to right. Robards under center, takes the snap. Hand off to Tolbert again. Tolbert makes a man miss and has a few yards. Nice gain there. Now squirts forward. It's going to be close to 8.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a cutback there. He just didn't quite see it. And
made a nice little spin move
Noah,
and then got tackled and pulled his tackler forward for about 2 more. So
yeah. That offensive line is doing such an incredible job.
And, you know, as this game goes on, that's where they get more and more effective.
Absolutely.
We saw it last week against Union. The Tigers just wear that defensive line down. 2nd and 2 for Broken Arrow. Tate Robards in at quarterback, and there's Zach Marcaselli in at tailback now. They toss it to him. The speedster Marcaselli cuts back. He has a first down inside the 30.
That's awesome seeing him back there.
They try and mix him in every once in a while. Zach Marcaselli, probably the fastest man on the Broken Arrow roster, or at least close to it. He picks up a First National Bank first down, gains 5. It's now down to the 29-yard line.
He's probably the toughest dude, too.
Marcaselli's out, Cortez back in, so whatever he was shaken up with must not be that bad. Good to see Noah back in there.
And this is his bread and butter when he gets down into the red zone.
3-receiver look. Robards takes a snap, fires out to Trayvon Client. Client shakes off the first man, gets to about the 27.
Good job making people miss. You know, I know you sit there and you throw the ball out, and he did this, and you do all that for a 3-yard gain. Well, there was potential times along there where he could have broke the thing for a touchdown too.
2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line. 1:59 to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield zip. Robards under center. Hands off to Cortez. Cortez has room to the left side. Nice cutback across the 20. Powers forward for a First National Bank first down. What a run by Noah Cortez.
That was awesome. That was just flat awesome. Run the stretch play. We haven't ran a whole lot of those, but running the stretch play. And he cut it back underneath it. A lot of linebackers have a tendency of overrunning it. Instead of playing inside out, they want to try to run over top. But then he cuts it back and gets a good seam, and now we got a penalty.
Yeah, late flag came in there and holding on Broken Arrow. So all the praise we had for that run by Cortez.
What a great run.
Still a great run, but that hole came from somebody who allegedly was doing something they weren't supposed to. Penalty number 5 on Broken Arrow. First penalty of the second half. 1:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Robards out of the gun. Fires, looking for Logan Matthews. It was just behind him, but there was a seam.
Yes. He just had to, he threw it behind him a little bit.
3rd and long. 3rd and 17 coming from Broken Arrow.
Yeah, you know, here we had a first down. That penalty, that just shows you how costly penalties can be, in the red zone especially.
3rd and 17, ball at the 36-yard line. Tate Robards out of the gun, under pressure, scrambling, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked by number 27, the only guy in the whole town I don't have on the roster. Do you have a 27 on yours? Go fish.
I got one somewhere. Let's see here.
JP Delate. Our apologies, JP. Nice play. Heck of a rush. He makes the sack, and it's 4th and 25. Miles Williams, the return man for Mansfield. He'll try and field the Tyler Crawford punt. Calls for the fair catch and makes it at about the 15.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the first time we've been in the red zone in 2 games where we didn't come out with any points.
40 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield nothing. Mansfield will start at the 15-yard line. Mansfield so far, 26 yards, 2 rushing yards, 24 passing yards. First down handoff to
what a great play.
Ricky
Great
Madison,
defense.
and he's swallowed up immediately. Kaiser Newell there.
God, that's everybody. It's 11 bodies playing great defense out there right now. You know, loss of 1 yard. So now they have 1 yard rushing.
17 seconds to go, 3rd quarter, 2nd and 11. Ball at the 14-yard line. What a showing by this Broken Arrow defense.
Yeah, I'm just so impressed. I mean, everywhere. The way they face the run, the way they handle the pass, even special teams has been really a good factor here. And that was our weakness last year.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Mansfield will keep the ball and have 2nd and 11 when we come back. After 3, though, it's Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. Yeah.
1982
I got distracted.
was a year of overcoming adversity for the Tigers.
Okay.
After starting the year with a victory over
Are you
Sand
sure?
Springs, the rest of the season produced a series of disappointing
Coach couldn't
losses
hear,
to
it doesn't matter
Memorial,
if your girl can
Jenks,
hear.
McLean, and Muskogee.
Okay.
But there's no
Coach
quit
can hear?
in the Tigers, as team leaders Bill Zachary, Ronnie Hill, and David Alexander helped the team rise to the occasion and beat East Central to go 5-5 for the year. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance. With drum major Lee Scheffler and a color guard of Sharon Sprinkle, Loretta Detmer, Judy Murray, and Gail Shanks, the 1962 Broken Arrow Marching Band was also a force to be reckoned with on the gridiron. The band, with its thrilling ensemble mixture of brass,
First play of the 4th quarter is a handoff. He's going to be stopped short of the line to gain, so another 3rd down stop for Broken Arrow. Tigers now have held on 9 of 3rd.
That was the first time I've seen a counter play. They actually ran a counter play out of the gun, which was very effective, obviously, because now it's 3rd.
It'll be 4th. All right, yeah, it'll be 3rd 3. I got one play ahead of 3rd 3. That was 2nd. 3rd 3 coming here. Hunt Young takes the snap. Ball's on the turf. Mansfield
drop the ball.
Gavin Potter recovered it. How about that? Gavin Potter just that thing right up.
Well,
second fumble recovery of the night for Potter.
They have so much penetration that when they have a bad snap or something, I mean, it's ours. We're in the backfield so fast.
Can he be back-to-back Tulsa World Player of the Week? Guy had
I
6
know,
tackles
it's
for a loss
amazing.
last week. Now he's got a touchdown and
I tell you
another
what,
fumble recovery.
There's no doubt teams got to prepare for him.
1st and 10, Broken Arrow from the Mansfield 15-yard line. Quintevin Cherry, the quarterback of the Tigers, he takes the snap, hands off to Cortez. Cortez stiff-arms man and then gets thrown out of bounds. Just a gain of a few, but what a stiff arm by Noah Cortez.
I know. This is where our toughness comes.
Ones are still in on that offensive line, but you have to think this might be the last drive if they turn this into 7. Excuse me.
Who cares what the score is? I mean, you know, if they score or not.
Quintevin Cherry keeps it himself across the 10 down to the 5. First National Bank first down by Quintevin Cherry.
Again, there's the RPO. You know, you had the run there, and he pulled it, ran it up the field.
Goal broke for the 4-yard line. Tigers up 28-zip. Looking for more. Quintevin Cherry tonight, 4 of 5 passing for 37 yards, 7 carries for 26 more. Fumble the snap here, and Cherry tried to pick it up and run with it. Now Mansfield has the football. This is Mansfield across the 45, across the 50. Mansfield all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Addison Wheeler recovered the fumble and took it all the way back into Broken Arrow territory before Matt Kaiser could haul him down. The first mistake of the night for Broken Arrow, first real mistake of the season for the Tiger offense.
The impressive thing is Kaiser chasing him down. I mean, they haven't been able to move the football at all offensively. And now they got the ball on the 23-yard line, and they've only have 26 total yards offense and only 2 yards rushing.
1st and 10, Mansfield toss play. Ricky Madison tries to make a juke. He does across the 20. Zach Marcaselli brought him down, but a nice carry by Ricky Madison on 1st down. Broken Arrow had the ball at the 4-yard line, knocking on the door. Fumbled snap, and now Mansfield is at the BA 20. 9:30 to go. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield nothing. The first real blemish of the season for Broken Arrow. Toss play. This is Ricky Madison following his blockers across the 20, outside the hash marks to the 15. Gain of 5 there by Madison.
That's good. That's a good, tough run by them.
Ricky Madison getting a few more touches.
That was a hard run. That was just a hard run by that running back.
It's his 5th carry of the game. He has 15 yards, which doesn't sound that impressive. And then you realize that as a team, Mansfield has 10 total rushing yards. So whatever Ricky Madison's doing, working a lot better than anybody else. 3rd and 2. Toss play to Madison again.
Oh.
Man missed the tackle. Zach Marcaselli gets him before, but not before a 1st down there. Ryan Barwig was in the backfield. Good pressure, couldn't wrap up.
He did a good job.
Mansfield picks up the 1st down to the 13. Colton Collier was in there too with pressure.
That was just a good running back. Made a good run because we had a lot of we forced it at the point of attack.
$8:35 to go. Hunt Young shuffles his feet, looking on the deep pass play, and that is caught for a Mansfield touchdown.
God, what a catch.
Drew Crippen laid out and hauled it in.
Nice catch. Gosh.
Mansfield on the board for a 12-yard touchdown. Drew Crippen in the back corner. Right in front of a nice mulleted gentleman down there on the sidelines. You see him? Some sort of reporter. Had a Mike Gundy type hairstyle. Not bad. This is Nick Rocha on for the extra point as Mansfield. Holy cow. Mansfield threw a guy on there for the extra point as play was going. That should be an illegal procedure because they had a dude sprinting onto the field as they snapped it, but they didn't make it anyway. So Coach Alexander's trying to say, hey, yeah, you can't do that.
But where's the flag? I mean, obviously it's a penalty. You can't have a guy running on. He's running towards the line of scrimmage.
Coach Alexander saying, what in the world's going on here? While they figure it out, we'll take a break. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Welcome back to Tiger Field in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, where the hometown #1 ranked Broken Arrow Tigers lead Mansfield 28-6 with 8:24 to go in the game. The Mansfield kick is away, and it's a high pooch that bounces and is fallen on by a Broken Arrow player. That was Bryce Machota. Machota falls on it at about the 32-yard line. They didn't throw a flag on that extra point where the lineman had arena motion, basically sprinting onto the field at a diagonal. They snapped it and missed the extra point anyway. And
crazy.
Grand scheme of things, it's 5 yards, and who really cares? But just baffling.
Yeah, I think Dave was calling for it, though.
Sure. I mean, Dave saw it. And
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everybody saw it.
Well, not everybody.
Except for the Zebras.
1st and 10 from the 32. Tate Robards takes the snap, gives to Noah Cortez. Cortez pushes to the 35 before he's brought down by Omar Jackson.
Nice run, nice run. I'm surprised, with 8 minutes left, we don't get a few of our players out of there. I don't want to get anybody hurt.
Tigers are at Owasso next Friday, and Owasso is down big to Fayetteville right now. The Bill Blankenship Bowl over there in Arkansas, 38-10 at last report. Tate Robards on 2nd down gives to Noah Cortez straight ahead. Cortez spin move across the 45 to the 46. Gain of 11 and a First National Bank first down by Noah Cortez.
Nice run. I love watching Noah run. He does such a fabulous job.
1st and 10 at the Broken Arrow 46-yard line.
Noah's up to 81 yards rushing now.
And a 5.8 yards per carry average. That's just what he does.
Yeah.
Robards out of the gun. Fires. That's complete on the far side. Not a whole lot there, but some. That was caught by Trayvon Client.
I think Client does a good job out there. He's hard to tackle. He does a good job of making people miss.
Inside 7 minutes to go now. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield 6. Second and 9 from the Broken Arrow, 47. Robards looking for Client again. This time underthrew him. It was low. Bounced at his shoe tops. Time of possession is closer than you'd think. Broken Arrows had the ball for 21 minutes, 6 seconds. Mansfield 18:30. But the yardage dramatically tilted in favor of BA. 2:03:49, as is the score, 28-6. And a lot of that, Spav, has been field position because the Tigers really only had one long sustained drive and then took advantage of some short fields.
Absolutely.
Third and long for BA here. Robards drops back, fires. That's complete. No, incomplete. Looking for Logan Matthews. They're going to say it hit the ground. Incomplete. Punt team will come on for Broken Arrow on 4th and 9. That's 6.5 to go.
We're trying to outthink ourselves, on first down and stuff. I see a lot of inconsistencies now, and we've got to really fine-tune that.
Tyler Crawford was looking for his personal protector. On comes the last man they needed. Now we're ready to rock. Crawford takes the snap off to his left. It's a high punt, but fairly short. It'll hit and roll. A Tiger bounce out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Now even farther up. One was at the 21, one's at the 26. We'll see which one they pick. Looks like they're going to say 26.
Yeah, 26, yeah.
It's not over yet, folks. Broken Arrow leading Mansfield 28-6 with 6.5 to go. It's close to over, not quite.
Well, they're actually running the ball a little bit better. That shouldn't be that way.
Mansfield, you can tell, has a few playmakers, but it just looks like the team that has a lot of new faces playing game 1 of the season. Toss play here on 1st and 10. That's a give to Carlin Turner. First time we've called his name tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He picks up 2. 2nd and 8.
So they're up to 15 yards rushing now. I mean, that our defensive front is just playing really solid.
Second and 8 coming now. Hunt Young under center. Takes the snap. It's a pass. Looking downfield and overthrown. He was looking for Miles Williams, and that one didn't have much of a chance.
No, I had to throw in a hurry, too. D-line was coming off blocks. And that's what you want to do. You want your D-line, the guys with the hand on the ground, to sack the quarterback. You can't depend on blitzing, movement, linebackers. You've got to have that D-line to put pressure on the quarterback. 3rd and 8. Wow.
Not much there on 3rd down. That was a give to Tyler Cole, and 4th and long, and here comes the punt team. Tiger football on 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal, and Arrow Vision, brought to you by our One Club sponsors, TTCU, St. John Broken Arrow, Tulsa Bone and Joint, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Arrow Group, and Matthews Ford. And now Mansfield will call timeout with 4:54 to go here in the ball game, trailing Broken Arrow 28-6.
I can tell you one thing. My old special teams coordinator was Steve Dunn, who is the athletic director here at Broken Arrow. I can guarantee you what he'd be doing. He'd take our punt return guy and he'd put him over here on the sideline, because that's where that punter's going to punt the ball. and he'd get a return, you know.
What, do you have a crystal ball?
Well, golly, that's all he's done is kick it out of bounds. I mean, there is no roll. Isn't that the purpose of the rugby punt, is to have a roll?
What are you asking me for?
Well, I mean, that's the purpose of it.
I just work here.
Let's see what he does.
Here comes the punt.
And he kicked it right out of bounds.
Wobbly and almost hit
short and
almost
out of
hit
bounds.
Cody Ellett in the dome, strength and conditioning coordinator.
Yeah, about a 15-yard punt. Right out of bounds.
Broken Arrow will take over in Mansfield territory with 4:47 to go, leading 28-6. Tiger fans, don't forget, Coach Alexander and I will look back at this game and look ahead to next week's showdown with the Wasso Tuesday at 6:30. It's Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib. Listen live on the Sports Animal and then watch on demand on Arrow Vision.
Well, again, we have great field position on the plus 44. Got trips to the field. Back to the field, there's quads.
Quintevin Cherry takes the snap, hands off to Cortez. Cortez follows his blocker, has a seam and a first down or close to it. I think they're going to give it to him.
I love that play.
Tough run by Noah Cortez.
Yeah, just running the old double pull into the boundary, and that's, you got to have enough players there.
Gain of 10 and the First National Bank first down. 4:28 to go. Quintevin Cherry out of the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson powers to the 32 before he's brought down, maybe the 31.
Yeah, I tell you what got us that was just that push by our O-line. O-line did a fabulous job just pushing to get that 3-yard gain.
Inside, 4 minutes to go now. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield 6. Second and 7 from the 31. Tigers in no hurry, nor should they be. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Cherry takes the snap, gives it to Jalen Johnson. He cuts to the left, then tries to spin upfield. Hit pretty much immediately for no gain.
Good defense there. And you know, we made a pretty good run on it too, because they were putting a lot of pressure at the point of attack. I'm not so sure he shouldn't have kept the ball though. You know, he kept the ball before that and almost scored. I think you might see that now. You got trips to the field now.
Inside, 3 minutes to go, 3rd and 7 from the 31. Quintevin Cherry out of the gun. Hands off to Jalen Johnson again. Johnson across the 30, trying to get close to the 25. Brought down about the 27, so it'll be 4th and a couple.
That's just running the zone play, downhill zone. And it had a great offensive push.
3rd downs tonight. Broken Arrow, 4 of 12. Mansfield, 1 of 11.
But I tell you what, the 3rd downs that's really cost us is because they're 3rd and long due to penalties and things of that nature.
4th and 3 for the Tigers here with 2:05 to go. Pre-snap trade. Fair and Matthews go from left to right. Plenty of time on the play clock. That's at 14. Quintevin Cherry content to just run a few more seconds off the game clock.
And the quarterback's going to run the ball here.
Now he's ready, takes the snap. Quarterback power, straight ahead, scampering on his hands and not his knees, but on his hands across the chains for a First National Bank first down. And that one probably will put this ball game on ice.
Absolutely. It's done. But, you know, you knew he was going to carry the football because the back was a fullback. He had a fullback in the game.
1:35 to go. Broken Arrow 28, Mansfield 6. Tigers in control, and this one have been from the very start. Credit the Mansfield fans, though. They brought a bunch. They brought a bunch of fans.
They did.
And they're all still here, which is pretty good. Hopefully they enjoy Broken Arrow and stick around and check out some of the restaurants in the Rose District, some of the great things to do as Cherry takes a knee. And the Tigers will just sit on this one and move to 2-0 on the year. Broken Arrow.
2 impressive wins.
Impressive wins. We presume the Tigers will stay number 1 in the state. Hard to believe that they would get past after a 28-6 win. Union was in a battle with Lake Ridge at last report. Owasso struggling with Fayetteville. Tigers at Owasso 1 week from tonight. Remember, that's a 7:30 kickoff up there, as Quintevin Cherry will take another knee. That'll do it. Both teams meet at midfield. Clock will run to 0. Broken Arrow moves to 2-0 on the season with a 28-6 win. We're back with the post-game show after this. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football.
The Tigers of 1999 closed out the century with a 7-5 record. Rebounding from a shaky start to the season, the Tigers, led by junior Mickey Nickel and spirited senior Tyler Wellhausen, finished strong, going 5-2 in their last 7 games, including a thrilling 34-21 victory over the Owasso Rams in the playoffs, where sophomore running back Keith Jacobs set a single-game rushing record. This great moment in Tiger history is brought to you by First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a loyal fan of our community for over 100 years. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, the right balance.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
For those who prefer to take care of things after Betty Buy, we offer 24/7 online banking and bill pay services from the comfort of your home, so you can take care of what's most important. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com. Welcome back to Tiger Field in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, where the hometown Tigers are 2-0 on the season after a 28-6 win over Mansfield in the 2018 Border Brawl. Coach Alexander is talking to his Tigers right now, and we'll try and hook up with him in just a few minutes. But Coach Spav, man, Broken Arrow impressive tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt. No doubt. Defense just completely played up to their expectation. They were just unbelievable. They held a team that went 4 deep into the Texas playoffs last year, held them to 50 yards of total offense, and they could only rush the ball for 14 yards. I mean, that is tremendous. Offensively, though, I think there's a few things that we just kind of lost our focus a little bit at times, a little bit of inconsistencies. Our third down conversions were not real good tonight where they were previously, but our red zone, we started out well. We were in the red zone 5 times. We scored 3 straight TDs in there, and then we were forced to punt, and we had a fumble. So we just kind of lost a little bit of focus in there. But, a lot of that is just early game still, and we'll iron that stuff out as we go play Owasso next week.
Nice win for Broken Arrow tonight. We're waiting on Coach Alexander to throw the headset on. Hopefully we've got all of our issues sorted out. Coach Alexander, can you hear us down there?
I can't hear anything. It's all static.
Okay.
I'm blaming Greg Spencer.
All right, Coach. I'll take that as a yes. Congratulations on another win, buddy.
Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it.
What worked well for your club tonight?
Well, again, the big winning formula, right, is run the ball and stop the run. I tried to gloss over all week, but we did have a Union hangover. It was hot at practice. We had that little hangover, and we I kept telling everybody and trying to be positive about how great the week of practice was. But we had the hangover, and it showed. We just made just some silly mistakes, and that's what we talked about in the huddle down there by the Pride. Man, it's not about who you play every week. It's about how you play, right? Line up, do your job, execute, and we got such a good football team. If we'll just line up and execute, man, we're going to be very difficult to beat.
What else can you say about Gavin Potter?
Again, right, I told him at halftime he's playing as good as any linebacker I've ever seen, okay? But that penalty just is heartbreaking, right? Why? Yeah, I heard the whistle, Coach. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, there's no sorries, as you get later into the season. But, man, he's playing freaking great. He's playing so fast and so hard, right? Creating turnovers in the backfield, tackles for loss, scored a touchdown today, playing all the special teams. Just a spectacular effort.
I tell you, a lot of the things what you did, obviously your defense played up to expectation, but offensively, getting into the red zone, you do a great job getting on the red zone.
It's gone. I lost Spav. Spav, you there?
Yes.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I was just impressed with your red zone attacking. You were 5 for 5 with points, field goal touchdowns last week, and now you scored 3 straight touchdowns in there, and that's so impressive.
Well, you got an offensive line like that, and you got a big fullback and a big tailback, and then you could when you spread them out, and they still have to defend Matt Kaiser and Colton Fair and Isaiah Keller and Colton Fair. And then you run big Q up inside. It's very difficult, man. It adds a lot of gaps, Coach Spav. It adds a lot of gaps.
Oh, I know. I tell you, I love having the Q attack.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. It gives us a different dynamic.
Oh, man.
He's so big, and he's surprisingly fast. So he gives us a big weapon.
Coach Alexander, congratulations on 2-0, and we'll let you get after it, and we'll talk to you Tuesday on Inside Tiger Football.
Thanks, Charlie. Thanks, Spav. Appreciate it, man.
Great job.
That's Coach Alexander as Broken Arrow closes out a 28-6 win in the Border Brawl. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the scoring recap and the final stats after this. This is Broken Arrow Football.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
From the first steps we take, we all have our own way of doing things. That's why we offer a wide variety of checking account options. So your money is ready, no matter what direction life happens to take you. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com.
From the first steps we take, we all have our own way of doing things. That's why we offer a wide variety of checking account options. So your money is ready, no matter.
Welcome back to the Broken Arrow postgame show. The number one team in the state, 2-0 after a 28-6 win in the inaugural Border Brawl. Noah Cortez got the Tigers on the board with an 18-yard touchdown run with 8:51 to go in the first quarter. That capped off a 6-play, 46-yard drive to make it 7-0. The next Broken Arrow drive was a 7-play, 32-yard drive, also capped off by Noah Cortez. That time, a 6-yard touchdown made it 14-0. Then in the second quarter, Gavin Potter recovered a fumble in the end zone for touchdown number 3. It was 21-0 at the half. In the third, Quintevin Cherry took it in from 2 yards out to put the Tigers up 28-0. That one capping a 10-play, 61-yard drive that took up 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Mansfield got on the board with its only touchdown in the fourth quarter. A 12-yard pass from Hunt Young to Drew Crippen. That was the great catch on the far side by Drew Crippen. That made it 28-6. The extra point was no good and probably should have been a penalty as Mansfield was running a lineman onto the field. But we take a look at the post-game stats, and total yards, 220 to 50. Broken Arrow with the advantage. Mansfield held to just 14 rush yards. The Tigers had 5 penalties for 74 yards. Mansfield 1 for 15. Third down conversions, Broken Arrow 4 of 12. Mansfield just 1 of 11. Noah Cortez, 15 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.1 yards per carry. The quarterbacks for Broken Arrow, Tate Robard, 7 of 14 for 39 yards. Quintevin Cherry, 4 of 5, 37 yards through the air. Also carried the ball 11 times for 20 yards and that short touchdown. Mansfield's Hunt Young was 9 of 15, 36 yards and a touchdown in his debut as the starter. The leading rusher for Mansfield was Ricky Madison, 6 carries for just 18 yards. A complete win by Broken Arrow. Still some things to clean up, but nonetheless, the Tigers are 2-0.
It's impressive.
And heading to Owasso next week. And the Rams are having all sorts of trouble with Fayetteville tonight.
Well, there's just a lot of good things to where we can tweak them throughout practice. I don't know if we kept our health. It looked like we were pretty healthy still, and that's really important to get out of these first 3 games, healthy. But to tweak things and get things better, I can just see us really doing a lot better as we continue with these first 3 games.
That'll do it for us here from Tiger Field. The Broken Arrow Tigers, 28-6 over Mansfield. BA 2-0 and number 1 in Class 6A1. The spotter tonight was Sean Morgan. The statistician, Daniel Hendrickson. Nolan Couch was our ArrowVision stream director with Coach Steve Spavital. This is Charlie Hanema saying good night from Broken Arrow.